Right. The posed midpoint, 75.35 in the SIP future held yesterday, and we're kind of bouncing around underneath. So be keeping an eye on that for the remainder of the week to see if this more complex version of the correction continues to develop or whether we're just heading back to the highs immediately. What I really want to share at the moment is some additional work I'm doing on a leading indicator index. I'm calling it a macro leading indicator index. Um, in the past, I've showed you how well the Baltic Dry Index works as a leading indicator for the S&P. Just as a quick recap, um, this is how I use it. So, of course, I've got a chart of the S&P over here. I'm going to download the Baltic Dry Index. And let me find the Giza. There it is. After we download that data, we are going to do an intermarket lag analysis. I'll show you what that looks like. I'm going to keep it short term. I'm just going to analyze the last 3 years. What I've shared with you guys is a much longer term view. I think I probably had an article on it or two a couple of years back. And then we are just going to calculate. Boom. It shows us that right here, with a lag of around 75 days, there is a 44.8% correlation with the S&P. Quite high stability. Yeah, there's this whole high shelf of stability on that correlation. So what does that look like on a chart? Let me make it break up. With that red line, just make it bigger. This is what it looks like. Essentially, it's telling you that there is a strong coincidence between the cycle beats in the Baltic Dry Index when you shift the chart forward by 75 days. Anyway, it works pretty much anywhere from 70 to roughly 85, maybe 90 days. But yeah, look at that close relationship between the Baltic Dry Index shifted forward for 75 days and the S&P. Um, yeah, it's for me. This is the first time it's been a little bit confusing here. I just sort of shoots up, and of course, at the moment, it's being affected a lot by what's going on with shipping, the Straits of Hormuz, etc. So I was listening to an old video by Larry Williams this morning, and he was talking about the other macro markets that he sometimes uses for his intermarket analysis. And I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna dump them all, including my favorite one, the Baltic Dry Index, and build a composite model, which is this blue line here. And well, it looks like it does a much better job than the Baltic Dry Index on its own. Maybe, who knows? Uh, Let me show you what's in it. Where the heck are you? Here we go. Here are the components. We've got gold, shifted forward 90 days. Baltic Dry, crude, dollar index, 10-year note, copper. These are the lags. And this is the line it gives us. Now, the shortest lag is on crude. Crude gives us 30 days, and that's why it's only giving you a 30-day forecast. I kind of like that. It keeps you tight, keeps you focused, so that you're not speculating too too much about the distant future, which is I tend to do. And this is in backtesting mode, by the way, right? Meaning that the model's only being built with data up until the end of 2025. So this is out of sample, this relationship. So it's quite interesting to me Well, number one, how closely it matches, but also suggest this sort of correction into around the summer solstice. So it's just another thing to add to our main visual, which is here. I've tucked it in here. That's this. Actually, yeah. Let me make sure all of them in. There we go. Here's that same line, which is made purple this time. Seeing 30 days into the future, we're within this uh, bearish predictable zone from our 115, 116 day cycle or Mercury cycle, whatever the heck you want to call it. That is the current dominant short-term component of that space with the model. I've left that in as this green line here. You guys are used to seeing it with its other friends, which are this blue and red. Right, those are the ones from the neural net. So everything that started pointing lower from early June. A bit too many lines there. I'm going to take that out. So just another thing to add to the model to watch for what happens come mark that date as the 21st, right? The summer solstice. Yeah, you know what? I can't help myself. I want to look forward a little bit further. I can do that by removing the one with the shortest lag, which is the crude. If I take that out, what happens? I can see a little bit further forward. It still gives the same message, right? For everything we've seen so far. The dip, Iran war, the rip afterwards, correct now, probably bottom out sometime in June, and then we'll get a lift in the market. This black one's based on the kitchen, so it's a bit longer term. Let me take that out to make things a bit cleaner. Maybe a top around mid-July, or maybe it's early August. But we'll refine that when we get closer. Alrighty.